my bag. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad?
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is Darren Sproles, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 120!
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Tighten up.
Great. 60 mark.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
60 mark. Watch QB drop.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll rifle this one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Done. 180. 60 mark.
Bring it. Double tight, guys. Double tight.
We got 4 goals.
We got 4. You go touch.
Now it's Sproles. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Man 5-7. Hey, empty. 6-6. Pull it hard. Hey, Alpha.
Shotgun now for Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
60 mark, 60 mark, 60 mark.
Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Cowboys nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 3 bucks. Yeah. Check out.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Bang, 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 bang. Check safety. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Nice, sweetheart. Yeah. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shit.
Jackson from the shotgun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
At the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Man, I got you. Check 26. Check 31. Check 31. Squeeze. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch twist.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 13.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go with the plan. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
Show it up.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
SOS. Check.
Jackson will keep it, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyree Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it? Street
cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play call.
It got his man complete. 36 yards on the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Wentz now to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here we go. 180!
Come on, baby. Woo! Watch the eyes.
Sunday! Topper! Hey, 74!
Mark 55!
Hey, seam 6!
You bet!
Throwing on first is Wentz. This one complete to Sproles. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz the intended target, but it'll be second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, 60 miles.
Now Wentz again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Ready,
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hatchet. Alert flare.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. A first down carry by Elliott. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. Jim. Watch this. Jim.
From the gun, Jackson going to take a shot for Gallup. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Watch the slant.
Five nine.
60, Mike.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Come on. Sunday.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First down, Eagles.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Kill.
Lefty. Check back. Black, come on.
All day, baby. Watch safety creep.
General West.
Safety's creeping.
Tight dog.
Wentz to throw again. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go to Elliott again. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 50, check 50, check 37.
They go play action now. Jackson. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now Jackson. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
36-yard line.
On the counter, Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Hayward. Back to the
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. Cooper's got her. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Eagles' 18-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Go. 36.
Jackson now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care about...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
60 mark. Hey, pick your game up. 60 mark.
81.
60 mark.
Hey, Zoo.
On first down, Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Three. I got 11.
357.
Got you, boy.
Hey, Delta.
60 mark. All day, just like that.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Go. 180.
It's just me and you.
Here's Sproles. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
280.
60 mark. You ain't going.
46 down, man. 5-4.
60 mark. Watch the pass. 60 mark.
5.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Sproles. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys that just gave up that play.
Kill.
55. Strip that ball. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run it with Sproles. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
69, 64, weak.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
57.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
37-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Mike. Come on, Big edge.
Check.
Check, hot route.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. There he goes, right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check safety, check safety. Check, check. Lucky. Switch.
Play action. It's Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
I'm coming after you. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shoot. Under 10.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Wentz now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
60 mile. I got one.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go, back. 180!
Check.
Hey, forward, Tokyo!
50,
Hey, exit!
60 miles. Let's go, man. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball. 60.
Corky, 82, Corky!
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming up.
Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey, Great 57!
Undercrunch. Check 26. Check 31. Check 31.
What's this on?
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Sweetie!
Yeah, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll stay on the ground with Clement. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good